Joe. And one of the Lifted Bingo activities is to attend a workshop or a seminar. Now, I know we all locked up, we all on quarantine, so I want you guys to know that online workshops, online seminars, TED Talks are completely acceptable. So as some of you guys may know, I am currently studying NLP, which is Neuro-Linguistic Programming. And one of the things that I learned in my online seminar workshop course is frame shifting. So I don't believe that you can truly learn something or you truly have learned something unless you can teach it. What do you call it? A principle, I guess, that I got from Eric Thomas, one of my favorite motivational speakers. So because I don't believe that you have learned something unless you can teach it, or because my personal goal when I'm learning something is to be able to teach it, let me say that, is for that reason, sorry guys, I had a brain fart. For that reason, I want to teach you guys about a topic or a subject or a thing that I learned, a skill that I've learned called frame shifting. So frame shifting has to deal with removing our problem from this small box and putting it into the context of this box. So for example, if somebody had a problem or an issue, maybe, let's say, like now, quarantine. Problem number one, stuck. You know what, I want to use a different color. Is there a different color? Oh, you know what? No, I'm going to use a different color for that. Stuck in the crib. That, for many Americans right now, is a problem. Now, one thing I want to discuss before I get too in-depth in this is the difference between focus and perspective. Now, the reason why a lot of people experience problems, is because of what they are focusing on. Now, focus has to do with what you are looking at versus perspective, which has to do with the lens that you are looking from. So what frame shifting does is shift your perspective so that you're not looking from the lens where you feel like you're stuck and boxed in, but an even larger frame. So, if our first problem was quarantine, I'm stuck in the crib, that for some people is identified as a problem, something really small that makes them feel like they're trapped. Not a small problem, but something that makes them feel like they're trapped in this small box, a problem. Now, frame shifting happens when you take that same problem and you think about the benefits that can come from it, the good things, the light. You find those silver linings and you put them in the larger frame. Now, when I learned about frame shifting, this was not a part of it, but I like to add this because you can see stuck in the house. I like to add the small box of my problem because you can see how that frame looks in context to this frame. Now, what you do with the bigger box is you think about all the amazing things, the good things, the grand things that can come from whatever your problem is. So we're quarantined, we stuck in the house. Maybe we have time to be creative. Maybe there's more family time. Maybe we can work on our skincare regimens so we can build a new skincare routine. Maybe we like to read books and we haven't been reading at all, and now we can read more. Maybe we have a business and now we have time to get organized in our business, our life, our finances. And so when you're looking at the problem in this context, but then you see that same problem inside of a bigger box surrounded by opportunities, that shifts your focus from the problem to the benefits, and it also changes your perspective. It changes the lens that you are looking at the problem from. So now you don't see it as this small, boxed in thing, but this really big chance for opportunities, for growth, for new things. So I challenge you all today to find a problem in your life, something you have an issue with, something that's bugging you, and put it in a really small box. If you feel tight and closed in, put it in an even smaller box. But next to that small box, make a really big box of all the things that can come from whatever issue you're dealing with. Shift that frame, change that mindset, change that focus and that perspective. As always, keep your head up and your spirit lifted. I hope you learned something amazing today. And again, I am Joe. I don't know what that is. Yes, I'm Joe. You guys already know my goddamn name. I say it in every video. Good job, guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. please go to keepitvertical.org and go to our, digital content and download our frame working template sheet. I've already created a template with a few small boxes and larger boxes for you to change your focus and perspective and get those problems out of that small context into a bigger context of opportunity. As always, keep your head up and your spirit lifted again and again. I'm Jo.